Hey team, my name is Talisa and today we're going to do an at-home core workout. So today I've got actually a lot of gadgets with me. I usually like to do minimal equipment, but I find equipment for core can really amplify it. None of it is necessary other than a ball for one exercise, and if you don't have a ball, then just skip past that exercise, but you can do everything with either stuff that you have at home or just omit the equipment. So I've got a foam roller, a yoga ball. It can be any size. Honestly, I usually prefer a bigger one, but I'm just using a small one today. And mine needs more air, so you can even do it if it's kind of deflated. I've got mini parallettes. These ones are homemade. If you've got like the little hand push-up bars, those can work too. I've got ankle weights, and then I've got cork yoga blocks. I specify the cork because they're a lot more sturdy than foam ones, but if all you got is foam, that's fine. You can use those as well. And if you don't have any of these, like this or this, you can use a stack of books, or like I said, don't use anything at all. This first exercise is a frontline body drill. It's a good warm up for handstands as well, but it'll activate your core, again, the entire front line of your body. If you don't have these, just do it on the ground and you're just gonna make a hollow body shape. Hollow body shape is when you're trying to hollow out your body rather than arching it up, but you're doing that on your stomach. If you've got things to prop you up, to levitate a little bit off the ground, I'm putting my foam roller just above my knees. I'll have to adjust a little bit, and then the blocks are going to go around my elbows. So from here, I'm just hollowing my body. So instead of letting it arch and letting my belly drop, I'm keeping that hollow body shape and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To come out of it, I push through my elbows and roll forward. And even that's a little bit of a core exercise. Let's just do one set of that and move these things off to the side. I'm gonna grab my mini parallettes and do a little bit more frontline work before we get a little bit more core specific. You can use blocks instead of parallettes. This is just nicer on the wrists. So if you notice that pushing on your hands like this bothers your wrists, this is a nice alternative. If you need to push off the ground, you can as well. There's a few levels of this. Level 1, you don't need anything. I just have these here for setup. So level 1, hands on the ground. All you'll be doing, slightly leaning forward, is lifting up one leg and then the other. You're gonna feel this in the quads, the hip flexors, but you should feel it in your core too. Really suck your belly in towards your belly button in towards your spine and lift. If your legs don't even lift off the ground, just thinking about lifting them, you're still building up strength. So that's level 1. Level 2 is we're going to push ourselves, whether it's just off the ground or using something to get a little bit more height. We're lifting our bum up, same thing, lift one leg at a time. And then level 3, pull your hips back a little bit. You're gonna bring some pecs into the mix, but then we're coming into an L sit. So this is a compression pose. You're really using the entire front line of your body. Quads, hip flexors, core, your pecs. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Take a big breath. We're gonna do one more set of that. So level 1, 2, or 3. Get set up. Here we go. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. If your quad sees up for that one, totally normal. Our next exercise, we're going to get a little bit more core specific here. So this is where you need the ball. Again, if you don't have the ball, just fast forward. This one's really fun though. I like this one. So with bent arms, I'm putting my forearms on the ball. I'm on my knees. Lower your hips a little bit. If it's really hard with your hips down, to make it easier, you'll be more in like a tabletop position. To make it more challenging, you want more of a straight line from the crown of your head to your knees. And then from here, you're gonna spell your name. So for me, it's T-E-L-I-S-A. And now spell your last name. That's my first and last name. Let's move this guy aside. And now we're going to grab our ankle weights. You do not need these if you do not want. And then we're going to be laying on our backs. Both legs up in the air, hands down by your side. I like to lift my bum up a little bit and put my thumbs underneath the bum. Some people might call that a little bit of a cheat. I call it just added support. Now, the key here is to suck belly button in towards your spine. Keep your lower back pushed down into the mat. If you start getting a gap between your back and the mat, that means we just don't have the strength to stay compressed. So you can modify or do a regression such as by bending the legs. Belly sucked in, push down into the mat, arms down. We're just bringing one leg down to hover and then switch it out. Keep pushing the lower back into the mat. Do as many reps as you can with straight legs. And again, if you start to fatigue and you start to get that gap here, then bend your legs and it'll look more like this. Wherever you are, let's keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you haven't bent your knees yet, bend them now. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come out of it. We're going to take these off. I love this one. It's low boat to high boat with control. A few options as well. So the first option, you can stay on the forearms and just extend the legs and tuck the knees. Next option is still with bent legs, but we're not supporting ourselves on the forearms. So with bent legs, we're going to extend lower down into this hollow body, low boat shape, and bring the knees in. And then the third option is doing it with straight legs. So instead of bending the legs when you come up, keep them straight coming into high boat. Let's do 8 of these. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sitting up, we're going to do a little bit of obliques. Some people will argue that oblique training will give you a boxy shape. So if you're not concerned too much with aesthetics, then to have a well-rounded, strong powerhouse, because that's what our core is, it's our powerhouse. Let's do these. I like doing side plank. You can do from bent legs or extended legs. I like to roll forward a little bit, lower the hip and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spinning around. Let's do the other side. We're set up, bent legs or legs extended. Slightly rotate forward, lower the hip for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down. And then the last at-home core exercise that I love, if you've got a doorway pull-up bar or any sort of bar where you can hang from, either knee raises or toes to bar, so straight legs. And I think those are one of my favorite core exercises. So quick and dirty. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more, do the video again. Otherwise, good job. And I hope to see you in my next video. If you haven't yet, I ask that you do subscribe, like, share, comment, any or all of the above. It immensely helps me. I am trying to grow this channel so I can share my passion of health and fitness. I truly appreciate it.